Hello everybody, Kenny here. Got a problem with my XJ8, my Jaguar XJ8 Vanden Plas. So I'm on one of these scooters. I broke my leg. Anyway, that's not what the issue is. I'm not talking about my leg today. But my car's been standing here for 5 or 6 weeks, something like that. So bear with me while I just hop around and get in the car. Okay, so the problem is the car. I've got it running at the moment to try and remedy the problem here. So the car, when I press the brake lever, the brake pedal, I should be able to disengage from park and select one of my gears: reverse, neutral, drive, so on. However, it won't come out of park. So now there are videos on YouTube showing how to remove this panel, which I'll show you. And so the panel comes off, and then you can get into some of the electronics with a solenoid valve, and there's some brake release switches and so on in there. However, that's not the problem. Not on my car anyway. Now, I haven't found this remedy on any YouTube video. So again, this is a 2004 Jaguar XJ8 Vanden Plas. I don't know what other cars this issue will cover, but it's just a bit of information to maybe look at. It's another avenue that you might want to consider before, you know, taking it into your transmission dealer and spending thousands of dollars. I just spent $4,500 on this transmission roughly 6 or 7 months ago, and like I say, I broke my leg 6 weeks ago playing rugby here in Orlando, and I haven't drove the car obviously since I broke my leg. So I was going to move the car recently, and I find I got this issue where I press the brake, but it won't come out. It won't come out of park. So I spent roughly 3 hours today in this Florida heat, looking at different YouTube videos and following all the advice, and I'm sure for some cars it's great advice. For this one, it was no good, and I'm not finding anything on YouTube for this remedy for a Jaguar XJ8. So I've just figured out what was wrong with this, and the car's been sitting for six weeks or so, maybe a bit longer, 7 weeks maybe, and the battery's gone a bit flat. So even though I can turn the car off, you know, and it will start, seems like it's got plenty of battery. However, the battery's not powerful enough to disengage this park. But we put a battery booster pack on the battery in the trunk, in the boot, and it's worked. It's given me enough power to disengage this. I've put all that away now, and I'm not going to get it back out because, like I say, I'm only on one leg, and you know, it's a bit difficult and painful. But anyway, trust me, this worked on this car. I put the booster on, and I come back in. I was able to pull it out of the park quite easy, quite normally. Select reverse the car a little bit, put it in neutral, back in drive, pull it forward again, and everything's good. So I put the booster away, and then I thought about making the video. I should have made the video when I still had the booster out. So anyway, I put the booster away for now, and but I still want to give you the advice that this is a really good avenue to check. If you can't find, you know, the brake levers, and I spoke to the guys at AMCO on East Colonial Drive in Orlando, who actually rebuilt my transmission. Did a great job. Quite expensive, you know, but they're a reputable company, and I had no problems. They were very professional. Like I say, it was about $4,500 to do the fix that you know, that they did, and Jag wanted $10,000. But AMCO fixed it, and then today they give me the advice: check your battery, and we did that, and true enough, the battery's a little bit flat, plenty of guts in the battery to start the car and to do everything else, but whenever I select this gear, there's nothing. So it looks like I'm either going to have to recharge this battery, or possibly buy a new battery if that's if it doesn't charge up. Like I say, it's been sitting for 6 or 7 weeks. I haven't driven the car at all, so that's maybe something you might want to look at if you can't find your release switches and all the levers and all the gadgets that you can use on other cars. Typically there's like Mercedes, BMW, Jag, Audi, those kind of cars. They've got these levers underneath, and you just push a little plastic lever, and you can find a bunch of YouTube videos on YouTube. That'll help you with that. If the battery's not the issue, it might be something else. It might be one of those other videos. But hopefully this is a good bit of information for you, and yeah, so try your battery. In the meantime, Kenny, sweating in the Florida sun. Take care, and hope the video helps. Peace out.